do my Feb favourites today. I literally just filmed this video and now I'm having to film it again because I have lipstick on my teeth, and you just can't put a video out there these days with something like that happening. So I'm filming it again, but hopefully I will actually be quicker because the first time round was a really long video. And I'm going to just make sure I have no lipstick again. Okay, good, we're good. Oh, okay. So yes, firstly I just want to update you guys because I'm still receiving really sweet emails and of support and just advice and encouragement in regards to CBT and therapy. I actually finished my therapy before the new year. I had 7 sessions, which I was a little bit shocked when I found out that there was only 7. I think I said that in one of my vlogs. And without going into too much detail, I'll probably do a blog post on it instead, but without going into too much detail and just being too critical, it didn't work for me, and that's pretty much what I was expecting. I did 100% give it my all. I was all ears and I did the exercises, and I was willing to kind of share more than I would share with an external person ever, to be honest. And it just it didn't really work out. I honestly felt like my therapist wasn't empathetic. Not that you want to sit there and have someone constantly, you know, give you sympathy. That's not what I mean. I just felt like she was quite abrupt. I felt like that my sentences were finished off for me. I felt that she was clock watching all the time, like pretend you're me. I would be talking and I would see her look at the clock and then look down, and then, you know, 5 minutes later she'd look at the clock again. She was very aware of the time, which I guess, yeah, you have to be, because you can easily, I guess, lose track, but have an alarm or something, or have another way of doing it, because it really puts someone off telling you anything or opening up to you when you're constantly clock watching, or you're yawning, or you're looking away, or whatever it may be. So it didn't work out for me, but the positive that I can take out of it was that it made me realise that as much as I was going like kind of outside of my circle of family and friends to kind of, I guess, make myself better or make myself feel better, I always knew that it was something that had to happen, I guess, within my mindset and within my head and my heart and whatever else I was feeling. It was all kind of down to me. Now, if someone had said that to me a few months ago, even when I made the YouTube video, I probably would have just burst into tears and yeah, just said that you don't understand and you don't know what I'm feeling. And you know, whereas now I can honestly say that until something clicked in myself and like in me and the way I was feeling and what I was thinking, nothing was ever going to change. I could have probably had the best therapist out there sat in front of me, but subjective to what I was feeling and what I was going through and the reasons I felt that way, it was something that had to come from me. And it's definitely still work in progress. It's not something by any means that I can say I will never feel that way again. You know, it was probably only maybe a few days ago that I felt like I can't get out of bed and I was just really down. But yeah, I'm learning, and so is everyone around me as well. Like even my husband, he is definitely, I guess it's hard for people around you to see you feel so hopeless, and he's definitely been doing the best he can, and definitely been, you know, without saying too much, he's definitely been supporting me better, if that makes sense, and been there for me and been a lot more understanding, and the solutions that we kind of try, or the things that we try together, are different to what we were trying 6 months ago. So that's definitely had a hand to play as well. And the biggest thing I would say honestly is the fact that I am now working, and I know that sounds strange, but when you are, for those of you who know me personally, or for those of you who just know me through my YouTube or my Instagram or anything like that, for the best part of probably 2 years I was kind of working as a makeup artist. I say kind of working as a makeup artist because I didn't give it my all, I didn't give it 100%. I worked for MAC for a little bit, I didn't like working on a counter, and then I decided to go freelance, but then I wasn't going freelance because I got married and I was planning that. And doing anything freelance, or even just running your own business, because that's what freelance is, you're responsible for everything yourself, your marketing, your promotion, your motivation. If you have zero motivation, which is what I had, I would say I literally had zero motivation for the best part of last year and the year before and the year before. If you have zero motivation, your business, your brand, you yourself, you're never going to get out of bed. You're never going to get it off the floor and make anything of it. So I understand that more now, whereas if someone had said that to me last year, or if someone in my family or friends or circle had said that to me, I would have just bit their head off, and I would have claimed that no, I'm trying, I've done all I can, I'm doing all I can, it's what I want to do. And it is, makeup is, it makes me happy, it's my passion, I could talk about it forever, and yeah, it's definitely where I want to be, it's definitely the career I want to be in, that industry. But I think my health and the way I feel genuinely right now, it definitely needed me to basically focus on a career, and focus on a career where you don't get to have a choice. If you wake up at 9 or 12 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you have to wake up, you have to go, otherwise, you know, you'd be told to hit the curb basically. So I think I needed the structure of a 9 to 5, more so than what the role is and any like the financial kind of benefit from having a stable income and a job. I needed the just the routine of having a 9 to 5 and focusing on something other than just what I'm feeling every second of every day. And yeah, there's been moments where I have felt like that, where it's been even a push to still get into work the next day, but I've done it and I felt better for it come 5 o'clock. And I know if I had been at home, there's only so much I could have done to make myself feel better, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much update on that. So I am working now, which is why there's not as many videos, but I'm trying to get back into it because, like I said, I love YouTube, I love makeup, and I love this, I just love doing this, and I don't see any reason to stop really. And even when I felt my lowest, and some of my lowest, I would still kind of make videos. They weren't always cheery, but I made them anyway. And like I said in my first video when I told you guys about the whole therapy kind of stuff, I just want to be as natural and as real as I can, and that's why I'm kind of giving you guys this update as well, so you know where I'm at in my life and why my videos are a certain way and why I am a certain way as well. So yeah, that's a bit of an update. And if you want to keep kind of updated anything else, then I'd probably say follow me on Instagram. Twitter I'm not so comfortable with, I don't really tweet, I don't see the point, I'd rather put up 100 pictures about my day telling a story than tweet. But yeah, so just follow me on there. I'm out of breath now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update for you guys. And what else is there? Like I said, I will do a blog post on the whole kind of CBT experience because I think it's important, and I also want to say thank you for everyone who's emailed me and who still emails me and still messages me, just offering advice and support and being able to relate to this. So yeah, thank you guys. And I'm gonna show you just a couple of my February favourites. Nothing too crazy. This video is probably long enough as it is, but I just want to show you a couple of my products that I've been loving the last couple of months really. I know I haven't made it favourites in a while. And my first favourite is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This has probably been shoved down your guys' throats so much, like on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, but I wanted to give it a go, and my husband bought me this for Christmas, which I think is just, that's a keeper. A guy who buys you makeup. And yeah, I wanted to give this a go myself, because as much as it's been hyped and talked about, until you try something yourself you don't quite understand, and I'm glad it didn't disappoint. It's such just a simple but clever concept to have 3 contour kits, 2 matte highlighting powders and a shimmer powder in there. It's simple but clearly so effective, and I think she's done a freaking amazing job on this palette. Mine is just the standard one that you can get, and I think he got it on beautybay.com, and I know now you can kind of mix and match your contour shades to suit your own skin tone. And the reason I love this more than kind of other products, because I just think the quality of the powders is amazing. I think they're so finely milled and so light on the skin. It just doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel too heavy sitting on the skin. And yeah, I've generally been enjoying using them. I think the colours are perfect as well. And you can see my next favourite, which basically goes hand in hand with this this product, with the contour kit, and that is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This brush stayed on my makeup table for months, and I just didn't enjoy or reach for it at all, to be honest. It was too densely packed in terms of bristles to use as a blusher, and I didn't like the way it applied my foundation, so it kind of just sat there looking pretty lonely until obviously I got this, and I found I just reached for it one day and it just made sense. And now I love it. I think it's the perfect brush to contour with, and that's because when it comes to contouring, at least your cheekbones, you want something that is not fluffy. You don't want fluffy hairs like you would with like a blusher brush. You want something that is a little bit more precise and a little bit more kind of firmer and packed when it comes to its bristles, which is this. And the reason for that is when you apply your contour shade, you want it to be, wherever you apply it, you want it to be really precise, and then you can go ahead and blend it with a beauty blender or, you know, a kabuki or anything, whatever you want to blend it with. But the initial application, when it comes to contouring, you want to make sure that's really exactly where you want to contour. So like for me, it's just under the cheek here. So if I was to use a big fluffy brush, I'd end up probably getting contour quite low down, which isn't what you want. So these two have been working out really good. I don't have a lot at all. And then next are the Rimmel top coats. So I've got, they're the ones in this little angled bottle, and I've got the Nail Nurse base and top coat. Amazing base coat, not so good top coat. So if you're going to go for this because of the base coat, not the top coat. I found that it chipped my nails far too easily when I had the top coat on. However, the top coat that I do love from Rimmel is the Finishing Touch 3D plumping top coat. And the reason I love this is that it just adds a weight to your nail and a thickness, which sounds gross, but it kind of gives that whole illusion that you've had like shellac nails done, and it just makes your nail bed a little bit thicker. So I think it would be ideal if you're kind of used to getting acrylics or gel nails done and your nails are quite weak. I would definitely say maybe try this as a top coat. And it's super shiny as well, so I've been loving these two. And the next two products that I... Oh, hello. Hello. She's like, what are you doing when I'm trying to sleep? Yes. Say hello. Say hello. Say, am I your favourite? Am I your February favourite? Yeah, so the next two favourites, oh, she's joining us. The next two favourites are from Maybelline actually, and I picked these up randomly on like a Tesco Sprint, and I'm so impressed with them. The first one is the Maybelline Masterpiece eyeliner. This is the liquid eyeliner and it's the ultra fine one. Now they've got I think 2 or 3 in this range with different style nibs, and I went for the really ultra fine one because I just think you can just do a lot more with that than with a standard thick nib. And I'm not usually, or I've stayed clear of felt tip liners ever since my L'Oreal Superliner, which I really did love, but I found that I always use my liquid liner on top of eyeshadow and they would always get clogged up and blocked, and then, you know, I just wouldn't get full use out of them. But this one I've had just over a month now and I've been using it quite a bit, a couple of times a week for my liquid liner, and it hasn't blocked up. It's still pretty black. I swatched it earlier when I was doing this video the first time round, and yeah, it's smooth, and I don't think, as much as gel liners are all the craze and they're easy to use as well, I don't think you can really beat a nice jet black liquid shiny like eyeliner. So I really have been enjoying using this one from Maybelline. And then my last favourite, actually second to last favourite, my last favourite has been the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Now the Maybelline Fit Me foundation is a no-go for me. It broke me out. It's a beautiful foundation if you can wear it. I love it, and I was so gutted when I had to kind of stop using it. But I took a little bit of risk with the concealer, not knowing what kind of formula it would be and if it would break me out. But I've been using this for 2 months now and I love it. This, people have compared to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I got the NARS concealer last week and I did a first impressions on it on my channel. I think the last video from this one that will be. They just don't compare. Maybelline blows that one out the park. It's so much more creamier. It's a lot more easy to blend. The coverage is, I think, better, and I think it creases less. So I don't know anyone else who's tried the Maybelline Fit Me, but I'm obsessed with this. And I have the shade 20, but I like my under eyes quite bright. You know, the whole craze. I like them a little bit brighter than normal. But I'm like a shade NC40 in MAC, I would say, a true NC40, and then in the summer I'm an NC42, so and shade 20 is what I'm wearing. But I just think it's just an easy concealer to use, and I've enjoyed using it. And when it comes to day-to-day, like the 9 to 5 makeup look, the last thing you want to do is wear your £30–40 concealer. So I definitely wanted to find a drugstore product that gave a kind of high-end finish, and I have definitely found that in the Maybelline, and I will be repurchasing this, so that says a lot. And what other favourite? Well, it's not really beauty, but it's a tool. This little diffuser is what I've been using recently when it comes to wanting to dry my hair, basically, obviously. Normally, I don't know if I did a video on my hair routine, but what I do is I wash my hair before I go to sleep, and then I will put a towel down on my pillow and I will sleep with damp wet hair basically. And the reason I do that, it's really uncomfortable for me and my husband, but the reason I do that is so are you seeing this? She's under the duvet, which is where she likes to sleep. Does anybody else have a small dog who loves to sleep under the duvet? Seriously. Yes, so yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, the reason I basically sleep with damp hair is because I find that when I wake up in the morning, my curls are tighter, they're shinier, and they're just, I guess, less frizzy. So that's why I basically was doing that, and I still do it, but now I have my diffuser back in my life, which I left at my parents' and I couldn't find for like the longest time. And this is just like the Babyliss standard one, it's nothing special. But I've been enjoying using this because sometimes, like, I was forced to always wash my hair before I go to sleep for that reason, but now if I want to, I can wash my hair in the mornings and still go ahead about my day with kind of nicer formed curls, because whenever I leave my hair to dry naturally, it just poofs out and it's very frizzy and the curls are not tight. So yeah, I've been enjoying using my diffuser. So that's pretty much it. That's it for my February favourites. Not a lot, but they're generally the products I have enjoyed using, and a little bit of a update for you guys as well. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for sticking with me and carrying on watching me, and I will see you guys in my next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. No lipstick.